Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about some money grabs that's not gonna get my money. I do have to put in here a disclaimer. I don't like disclaimers, but sometimes my words can get misunderstood and I don't like that, so I'm gonna put it in here. There's always gonna be things that are worth it to somebody and aren't worth it to somebody else. You know, it's everybody has what they will and will not spend their money on, and there's no shame in that. I've talked about it before, how like, I don't like to spend my money going out to eat. I'd rather have shoes. That doesn't mean that your meal wasn't worth it. It doesn't mean that my shoes weren't worth it. It's all about what each individual likes. And I said something about shadows being sophisticated. Like, I absolutely love my Surratt shadows. Like, I love them. I think they're sophisticated. But when I say that about the shadows, not to say that anybody who doesn't use the shadows are not sophisticated. Does that make sense? I'm not here to hurt anyone's feelings or to trample on your toes if you are really excited about these launches. I'm excited for you. These are just things that I'm not gonna get them, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't if you want them. Not everybody is gonna go out and spend $100 on a Surratt palette, and I completely get that. But for me, that's a brand that I've loved their brushes. I've loved everything that just about, because they put out these little blushes that I'm using as bingo markers right now, but my rapport with the brand is very good. But that's not to say that it's worth it to you. It's just worth it to me. And I just want to make sure that everybody understands that to each their own. So this is me saying no to these things. All right, capiche, caposh. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That is not what this is about. This is just for fun. Okay, let me get into this. I'm really kind of just like hyped right now because I just reviewed an eyeshadow palette that's on my eyes. I'm just like really excited about it. I'm not kidding. The excitement is ridiculous. I'm in such a good mood because I literally just felt like I just played for the last few hours on my eyes, and yeah, it felt good. Anywho, the very first cash grab, in my opinion, that I am not spending my doll hairs on is this from Givenchy. The new Prisme Libre blush, but it's loose. Like, the whole thing is like, ooh, it's a loose blush with 4 different pigments that you can mix together to make a blush. To me, I'm like, this is just gonna make a mess. That's all I think of, is like, you're gonna take my money and all this blush is gonna end up on my counter right here. That's all that's gonna happen. And if I try to pick like individual blushes, I'm just gonna make a mess and it's gonna end up in the air. If you guys saw how much powder, which I'm doing better, by the way, doing much better with my powder usage, but this is disgusting. I am so outing myself right now. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, that's powder. It's everywhere. It's on my lights. It's everywhere. So that is what would happen to this blush. And I'm not spending money. To me, it's just silly. Like, put the blush in a compact and call it a day. This is just a gimmick. It's a cash grab, and I don't want it. Miss Sassy Pants over here. All right, the next thing that I might have gotten into, but Chic Profile, she definitely helped me out. She went into the store, she has a video, and then I saw all these swatches on TRENDMOOD. I was like, what is going on? A, the packaging does not look good. It looks pretty cheap, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. And the textures do not look like something I personally would enjoy. And the price tag for these textures, I know, yeah, we're not gonna go there. Valentino, this new collection, this new brand, because they have not, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not believe they've had any makeup brands out there. I was scrolling through thinking, is this serious? Look at this, the red. You got satin and mattes, and I can't even tell the difference in this swatch. I can tell that there might be a darker red and a lighter red, but they all look so similar. And then even the satin and the matte, the textures don't look that different. Okay, I don't understand. And now the blushes. The blushes, I actually like a few of these shades. This was a texture thing for me. I saw the textures in Chic Profile's pictures and her video, and I was just like, they look so strange. Like they weren't pressed harder or like crumbly. I don't like that texture. Plus, I'm really into creams right now. I got my cream blush on right as we speak, but keep going, and we have the eyeshadows as well as a sparkly eyeshadow and an illuminizer, and no. I'm telling you, the packaging to me does not look on point. It really doesn't. That's just my opinion. And then the shade differences are not there. Oh my goodness. I would rather buy a pair of Valentino shoes. Chanel. Chanel has been, I don't know what they're doing. First, you took away my Soleil Tan de Chanel and ruined the formula with hydrogenated coconut oil. It's like somebody mentioned, they said in my video, like that's an expensive makeup remover. It's like, that's exactly what it is. Now, I am happy that they actually extended the range so they have another color. I still think they need to put more colors in, but on top of that, I want them to put it back to the original formula. But outside of that whole debacle, we are celebrating 100 years with this. Does this make you want to celebrate? Chanel number 5. I like the stamping, the embossing, but could you have picked a more boring palette? I am being so obnoxious. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm out with it. Just, I'm no holds bar. I'm telling you what I think. I think that this does not make me want to celebrate. It makes me want to put it in a drawer. Not happy with it. MAC, I'm not happy with you either. I spoke about this collection on, I do lives now where I talk about the upcoming makeup. It's the, I'm going to mess it up, new nonsense makeup bingo. I put it backwards. Anyway, I have been doing that, and I talked about this, and it's just, MAC, please, what are you doing? Cruella de Vil is like she is an icon. I love 101 Dalmatians, and I loved watching her. I know like she's the evil one, but she had, you know, the coat and the hair, just everything. She was just, you know, and this is not that. This is using her name, and it's sad. It's so sad. This is MAC's version of Cruella de Vil, which I just don't even see. I do not see her other than the black and the white. That palette and the way it's put together, I'm pretty sure she would not okay it if she was, you know, a real person, and no, she wouldn't do that. This whole collection, it's a money grab. It is stuff, colors, everything that might be renamed, but they have done before and probably in better packaging. So yeah, I don't want that. MAC, you cannot have my money. You know who else can't have my money either? Well, technically they can, because this is kind of funny. I have had a thing about Louboutin and their lipsticks. It's something I've always said. There was a shade that I always wanted. There's probably like 2 shades that I want, but there was this one shade that I really, really wanted, but I was not going to spend the money on it because the packaging looked so cheap to me. And then I felt Kelsey's, so I knew what this was like. And let me tell you, so I have a confession before we get into this collection. So you guys know I had a car accident. Like, I wasn't driving, I was in a car accident. The car was totaled. I had a little brain thing and body issues, but I'm okay now. I'm okay now. What do you think? But when I got out of the hospital, you know, you're in pain, and then you have medication to take care of that pain. And I'm telling you, every time I've ever had surgery is when I do the most shopping, and I don't even remember doing this. I don't remember. It's not my fault. This is now here. I have said no to this for so long, and now it's here. I don't even remember the name. I'll have to look it up because I don't think it says on here. Does it? Wait, number 700, C1. This component is beautiful. It's heavy, it's beautiful. The nude is gorgeous. The formula is gorgeous. This feels like a really cheap game piece, and it has on the top of it, it had a string through it so you could put it like an ornament. I can't stand it. And when I opened this, I literally had to go to my Nordstrom account and was like, when did I do that? What? Yeah, I ordered it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, medication. So I've got that now. But it makes me really not want this even more. And I have to be honest, the very first time that I saw this, I thought it was Makeup Revolution. I really did. I thought this was Makeup Revolution. So this is the new collection from Louboutin. And the one thing I can say, like with Valentino, they haven't been out with makeup. At least Louboutin has been doing it for a couple of years now. I know they had like mascara, liner, they have nail polish. That nail polish looks amazing, still not gonna buy it. But this to me really truly does look like Makeup Revolution. I have not seen this in person, but I'm still not going to purchase it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, I brought this out specifically because I have, oh, my battery. Let me change my battery really quickly. That's why I always got to have two. I brought this out specifically because I wanted to talk about the packaging. So I have this one, and then I have a black one as well. Of course, this is leather, and I'm kind of a minimalist a lot of the time. Sometimes if it's like an extra event, like an extra special thing or whatever, I'll have a bigger wallet with a different purse or whatever. But for the most part, I like small things. And so I have my ID, I have my debit card, and that's it. And like the inside of it's red, it's so pretty. It's leather. I love the studs on it. And then it says Louboutin on the Christian Louboutin on the back. I don't expect for the packaging to be leather, but it would have been really cool if they had done a faux leather type of look and then had the spikes, because my black one looks kind of like this, but nicer. I don't know. Yeah. And then I'm looking at the shades. So I'm going to show you these swatches. These are from TRENDMOOD. This does not make me want to run out and purchase really expensive makeup. I don't like the way that these look personally. And so I am just like, nope. Nope, I'm sorry, Louboutin. I love you, and I love your shoes, and I love your handbags, and I love your little wallets and stuff like that. But I'm not buying this. I'm not reviewing it. I'm not getting it. I'm not touching it. Oh, I might touch it if I ever get to see Kelsey. And then this is another one. I think this is such a gimmick. KKW Beauty, I'm not purchasing from anyway. Now, I'm not going to say ever because things can always change, but this just made me laugh. And again, I talked about this on my live. Like, he put in zero effort with this. These are the eye contour duos. Like, just take your powder and your bronzer and use it in your eyes, like in your crease of your eyes. You do not need a duo to contour your eyes. I promise you. I promise you, you don't. And even if you don't bronze, you've got these shades a million times over. I'm just gonna pop out this right here. I use this all the time from Wayne Goss. I'll use this one to kind of bronze up the eye, and then this one to sculpt it out. And then you know what? Whatever highlight I use for the day, I'll put it right up there. And if I don't, I've got MAC Blanc type. There you go. Ta-da! And then you know what? If I want it all in one, this is meant for the face. It's from By Terry. I can use this on my eyes. I don't need one specifically for my eyes. Like, the fact that they thought about doing this is just so silly to me. It is so, so silly. And last but not least, I am being judgmental when I probably shouldn't be, but I've been wronged so many times, from Guerlain. And this is the new Guerlain Terracotta Bloom Summer 2021. It launches sometime at the beginning of June. We're already here. I'm not sure if this is already out. The reason why I'm not getting this is because of how many duds I went through. If you've been with me on my channel for a long time, you'll know how many limited edition products I was getting from Guerlain, and then they were terrible. So now, like, I'm scared. I have my 2 Guerlain matte sculpting powders that I use, but outside of that, it's like every single one that I've bought it's been in my fails, so I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this lighthearted, you're not getting my money or cash grab video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're gonna get any of these, tell me why, and if you're not, hey, tell me why as well. And if there's something else that you're thinking of, let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.